Good evening, everybody. Well, good evening over here in Australia. As you all know, it's 8 o'clock. It's the time I come on my hourly show, which is 11 a.m. for you guys over there now. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all staying healthy. Bloody cold over here now. It is so freezing. You can take back your cold temperatures. It's yeah. Well, I'm sure it's been very warm over there. But you can keep the humidity and the intense heat. Just give me a little bit of the warmth. You can take all the cold. Good deal. All right, so we'll just get some hellos up and see how everybody's doing. I'm excited to see you all. I've missed you. I miss everybody. I love coming up here every fortnight. It's good. I get confused with the week sometimes. I'll be like, it was last week. Catherine, hello, darling. Thank you for joining me. Kimberly Dowie, thank you for joining, sweetie. Terry Louise, hi Bree, hi Richard, hi Terry. Thank you for joining. Nice to meet you. Thanks. Same back to you, Heidi. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Hello, Maria. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I'm just going to call you Zainab. I can't pronounce that name, but yeah. We'll go with Z. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Thank you for joining. Yvonne Jackson. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Yvonne. Carrie Ann Marshall Kearns. Good morning from Ontario, Canada. I hope you are well. We are, thank you. Well, I am. Can't really speak for everybody else, but I know I am. Andy Plank. Morning. All just popped in for a minute. Should stay for the hour, Andy. What is this? Jessica, hello, sweetie. You are on every live that I have. It's awesome. I love seeing your beautiful name and your beautiful face appear. Lifts my spirits. Thank you for being here tonight. Helen Mansell, hi. Hello from England. Hello, darling. How are you? Martine, hello. Would love a future message. Warm greetings. Had to rub it in. Thank you. Sure, I'm only kidding. I had to. Yeah, I'll get back to you. So I'll write your name down. I've written it down. I've written down your name, Martine. Hello, Alison. Thank you for joining. Karen. I'll just say Karen. I can't pronounce your last name. Hello from Spain. Who? You know what? I'm not. Yeah. Sharon McGregor. Hi, Bree. Hi, Shaz. How you going? Hope you don't mind me calling you Shaz. It's just obviously short, Sharon. Madeline Raytube. Hi, Bree. Hope you're well. I am. Thank you for asking. Hope you're well too. Katrina Bergillis. Hi, love from Ireland. How are you, my dear? I am well, thank you. I'm getting very cold. Looking forward to spring. Not so much summer, but yeah, I'm hanging in there. Hanging in there. Hope you're well. Karen Thomas would love a past life reading. I'll definitely write your name down for that one. Haven't done a past life reading for ages. Miss Marissa Serafino, hello from Northern Carolina. Miss your lives. Miss my lives. I come on every week. Should I come on more? Should I? Maybe to make it every, second day or at least a couple of days a week, even though I do. Fantastic. Cool. Well, actually, I'm actually going to be starting. Well, I'm actually putting or adding one of my new things onto one of my services, and I've just started to do numerology reports. Haven't actually done my first one yet, but I have written out a fair few of them. Practiced on my own, Harley's, and friends, and all that kind of stuff. So I've pretty much got the gist of it, but it's pretty interesting. So that will be something else that I'm going to be introducing to my services. But I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Brianna Wilson, psychic medium, evidential energy psychic medium. I'm based in Western Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. As you all know, I use all of my clairsenses in all of my readings. So I get the sight, taste, sense, knowing, feeling, everything. It can be pretty full on sometimes, especially when it's energy related. But yeah, so I do private one-on-ones. I'm also a mentor in psychic development and spiritual awakening ascension. So I'm there to help you with any type of journey that you might need, or any questions that you might have. I'm not one of those psychics that are gonna just charge for everything. I'm not going to charge for a bit of advice or a question or something. If it's a one-on-one reading that you need, then that will be a different story. But if you need to just have a chat or whatever, my inbox is open to anyone. Okay, so that's pretty much me in a nutshell. But yeah, so I'll get back to saying hello to Wendy. Good morning. Thank you for joining. But yeah, if you guys need to get in contact with me, it's Psychic Medium Bree Wilson on Facebook. You can't miss it. Sharon Leach, good morning from UK. Good evening from Australia. I've got a question. Marissa. I do read auras, actually. I do. I'm pretty much a jack of all trades. So I do everything except medical or legal, because I'm not a doctor or a lawyer. But yes, I do, Marissa. I do read auras. I can even go into all the chakra conversations and how that all works and how there's 7 layers of your aura. And it's just, yeah, I'll be here for ages. I won't even get new readings done. Hello, Mary. How are you? Or Marie Harding. Hi there. Thank God for little emojis. Okay. Yes, so we'll go on to some readings. So the first person I wanted to read for was Martine. I didn't catch the last name, Richard, so you're going to excuse my computer going. Okay, so would love a reading future message. All right, so your future message. I feel you are going to be juggling work. If you haven't started, I feel like you're going to start. And I feel that there's a lot of issues that, well, not so much issues, but like personal issues that you need to address when it comes to standing your ground a little bit, you know, not putting up with anything. Do you know what I mean? You can always say what you mean without being mean. It's always the way you articulate something and communicate it. So there's always a way to get through to someone. And if someone's giving you a hard time at work or in that area, which is what I feel, then you have every right to say, look, go away, leave me alone. Why are you being like this? But I do feel that the best option for you would be just to get up and leave. That it would be the best advice I can give you at the moment. But I feel that you just need to keep going strong. I feel there's also going to be a bit of travel as well. And whether you've been saving a bit of money, something's going to happen where you figured out the plug and where your finances have actually been draining out of your bank account. So it's like you can, put that plug there and have it fill up like a bathtub again. So I wish you all the best with that. And I hope that you can kind of recognize the patterns at work that are happening or around you in that field to help kind of pull away from it. But yeah, I hope that helps, mate. Angeline Food. Hello. Hi, Bree. Hi, look. How you going? Thanks for joining. Amanda Pentelo. First time I see you, and I would love a reading if you're drawn to us, please. Can you give me a specific question for a specific answer? Because like I hate being broad. I like to be detailed and specific. So if you want something read, just ask. Yeah, I'm always reading just general. But yeah. Okay, Shelley Sutton. Hello, Bree. I could use a little extra healing and invite. Severely hurt my back almost 2 weeks ago. Thank you. Okay, so if you would like me to work with you privately, I can just message my page, and I'm happy to work with you on that one. There's no dramas at all. But it sucks when you hurt your back. Can't ever do anything. Even when you get a stiff neck, it's like you're driving and you're gonna be like this. You turn your whole body just to move. But yeah, I hope you'll find alleviation in your pain until we speak. Oh yeah. Hello. How are you? Thank you for joining me, sweetie. Terry T. Hi, Miss Bree. Thank you for doing this. You're welcome. Thank you for joining and being so supportive. You beautiful bunch of people. Heidi Suchbury. My mum came on holiday and got sick, and I've had to fly out by myself. Will she get better? Will she get better? Will we get home? I don't read on health. You'll get home, but I'm sorry, I do not read on health. Yeah, anything but medical or legal, I can answer for you. Karen Thomas, hope you're drawn to me. Anything about my past life? Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of wood around you, and I feel like that you lived in like a wood cabin or some sort of No, not wood cabin. I feel like that you might have been like a red Indian, like a native Indian in your past life, and I feel like that you lived in wooden teepees. That's what I'm picking up. I pick up a lot of wood and a lot of stones around you, so you would have lived near a creek. I'm seeing you as a native Indian, to be honest with you. I feel that you're living by the creek. I feel that there's, those little flat leather shoes that you've got on, like Little Creek in Spirit. You know that cartoon. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm being shown with you right now. I feel that you had a great love for animals. I feel like you had a great love for specifically 2 to 3 people that were in your group, but I don't think that you liked many people that were around you, so you were very antisocial. But in saying that, when things went wrong, it was very difficult for you to deal with, which would also have a lot to do with the emotional ties that you would have in this life to your past life. I do feel that you've probably got a few karmic debts to deal with because of your lack of emotional regulation. You know what I mean? So I feel that with like back then in that past life, this would have been around 1452. That's what I'm picking up. So medieval times around that with the Red Indians. So that's a really interesting combination. I'm not too sure what they were doing in the medieval times, but that's where you were. There was a tribe of you of about 5 or 6. And there was this river that you had to cross. And it's like a king tide and it has its lows. And there was a time I think when you passed away, I don't know what happened, but you walked into the water and it was a lot higher than you thought it was, and you literally got taken into the rapids. So when the river would get high, it would literally be a forceful current. When it was low and it was low tide, if that's what happens with rivers, I'm not too sure, but the water was coming in and out. So I think you were towards the entranceway to a beach, perhaps. But yeah, so let me know about that if any of that resonates. I'd love to know. But yeah. Hello from New Zealand. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for joining. Ruby Samosa. Hi. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, Zania, but ma'am, my question is, does my husband want to reconcile with me? Reason behind delay in reconciliation. I don't feel like he wants to reconcile. I'm gonna be blunt with you. I'm so sorry for just coming straight out like trying to pop a balloon, but I'm not trying to rain on your parade. I'm just trying to give you honest guidance right now, and I feel that there's a reason behind it, and I feel like you're not being told the truth. I think that you need to be a bit more realistic in your expectations with how things are going to go with this guy, because I don't feel that you are going to get back what you give, because I feel with you, you're very emotional, you're very supportive, and you're a loving partner. You're a beautiful partner, almost like the perfect partner. If you've got your eye on someone and you're committed, you're committed. But I feel that this person, not so much commitment issues or gutless, but it's more the fact of it's more convenient, if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, then let me know and we can, I'll hopefully be able to answer the question throughout the live. If not, you can message my page, but I don't feel that you're going to reconcile. I'm sorry to be honest. I hate those type of readings. Karen, that's really interesting. And some of that being about emotional connection still sound like me now. Yeah, well, it's interesting. Like a lot of people will say to you, past life readings that, they can be made up or they're storytelling. It's not storytelling, especially when you can link up the karma between the two lives. Do past lives come into our present? Technically, past, present, and the future doesn't exist. That does exist, but time doesn't exist. So the past, present, and the future actually coexist all at once. So what you're living in a past life, or what you did live in a past life, was actually happening simultaneously in multiple different parallel universes. The past, present, and the future is all happening at the same time. And I know it's really hard to understand and get your head around. It took me a while to understand that. But yeah, I feel that definitely. And a lot of them can actually affect our past life. Our past life can affect our current life in this plane 100%, because there's things that you don't address, there's things that you mishandle, there's things that you don't handle properly, and that will either be a karmic lesson or a karmic debt. And I feel that it's if you don't deal with your karmic debt, it'll just keep going and going and going and going and going until you can actually recognize it and step away from it and actually do something about it. I hope this helps. Okay. Kimberly Darby. No, Kimberly Darby. My question is, I hope my mum is okay. Yes, darling, she is okay. I can promise you that much right now. She is fine. And 1 year anniversary next month since we lost mum. And I have a feeling she actually crossed over about 6 months ago. Over in the spiritual realm, like in the astral realm, we don't actually, or in the etheric realm, we actually don't have a concept of time. Does that make sense? So here in the physical world, I feel it would have been about the 6-month period that she would have started to make signs that she was around at least, but I feel that you haven't grieved yet. So when I say that, you need to grieve, and if you have, great, but I feel like there's more to do, and then there's going to be a lot more signs that she's around. Energy, like for spirits to actually make themselves physically appear in front of you in this realm it takes a lot of energy, and that's why it doesn't always happen straight away. Especially if you're emotional, because that can cut the connection for a while. But yeah, she's with you. I'm picking up on a specific piece of jewelry that's either there's a necklace matching a ring that's silver, real silver. Yeah, and it's not stainless steel. It's definitely silver. It's quite nice, and I feel like there's like a light diamond in there or some sort of crystal. But let me know. Let me know. She's with you always. Okay. Yeah. Like, share, and love the stream. Make sure you follow SPTV and give me a follow and share if you want to. But yeah, just make sure that you share it out. Share it out. Give us your support, guys. Come on. Come on. Montana Lee Parsons. Hi, first time tuning in from West Virginia in the US. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your time and being here for everyone. May I please have a reading? I'd truly be grateful for anything. Sure. I'll pull some cards for you. I'll pull some cards for you. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Can you? Sorry. Yeah. I hate when people do that. I need to sign myself out of Messenger, I think. All right. So, cards for you, Montana. Let's see what we've got. All right. Okay, there's a lot of confusion. Can I just say before I start this, there's a lot of confusion around you, and I feel like it's got a lot to do with religion and emotions and friend circles. There's a few different things that you'd like probably me to go over in a reading with you, but I'll try and do it with these cards. So we'll see how we go. The Death card. So Montana, I'm not too sure if you know much about tarot cards, but the Death card actually means transformation, a new life, like birthing of a new person, okay, or situation. The situation that you've been in for the last few months has not been doing you any good. It hasn't been doing you any justice, and I feel that you are that at your wit's end, that you're almost asking the universe for a break. Well, this is it. Okay, I'll pull another one for you. I'll pull another one. I'm very drawn to you for some reason, and I feel that there's a lot you're going through. Okay. Well, this just backs up my thing of overreading. Listen to me up here. Overthinking. You don't talk to anybody because it's almost like you're the glue that holds the entire family dynamics together. Okay, so you don't want to have your kids see you sad or anything like that, but at the same time, I encourage you to show that side to you because it shows that it's okay to be not okay. Do you know what I mean? It shows that it's okay to be struggling. You're still a human being. You're not Superwoman. You can't be expected to be perfect. I know that's probably what you expect yourself to be, but no one's perfect. So give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. I feel that you don't feel like you're fulfilling your purpose or your role here as what you're supposed to be doing, even as a mum. Do you know what I mean? But you are. Okay. Don't let people get into your head. Don't let those intrusive thoughts get the better of you either. I know what that's like too. It's horrible. All right. So you've got the Hermit card for your next card, which represents pulling inwards. Pulling away because you're highly, highly intuitive. You see the world for what it is. You feel emotions so intently. Like everybody around you is like, you're like a sponge of emotion. What you need to do is you need to learn to separate yourself and learn to observe, not absorb. When you observe, not absorb, you still have the empathy, the sympathy there, but you're not taking the emotion on as your own. And I feel like that's been a big problem for you. So I hope this helps, gorgeous girl. And yeah, give me some feedback if you can. That'd be great. Hang on, Angeline Foot. Was my mum aware of dying or was it instant? It was instant. I'm feeling like she was aware of the fact that that was where she was heading, but when it happened, it was instant. Yes. That's what I'm being shown. Mel Willens would love a message on where I'll be on my spiritual journey. Okay, Mel, one thing I have to stress to you, sweet cheeks, is that everybody's journey is completely different. You're never going to have the same journey as anybody else. And I feel that you have this problem where you trap yourself with comparing yourself to people because you want to be good enough, you want to succeed. Girl, you are going to succeed. You're going to do everything right. And you're very much a healer. You're very much a healer. And like everyone around our age, or most of the people around our age, a lot of us are healers. And I feel that you are going to be up there to help heal and teach, and not so much, teach metaphysics, but I feel like it's more emotional healing, but just stopping suicides, being there for people that are suffering emotionally and mentally. So that's kind of what I'm passionate about too. So I've got a lot of respect for you if that's the case. But yeah, I feel that you are going to be going a lot of places. You just need to trust yourself, especially when it comes, your healing ability is a lot stronger than your psychic voice. Your psychic voice is that voice that's probably quite soft, and the devil in your shoulder is quite loud. You need to swap them around and listen to the little voice more and shrink that little devil voice, which is what your ego is. Okay, so I hope this helps. You're going to be fine. And if you need any advice or anything, just message me. Much love to you. I hope you are going to, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't get yourself too worked up about it if you are. Anne McLaren, good morning. And Richard, good morning, Anne. Sarah Rose, hello. So glad I made it. Oh, guys, am I late? I made it. You got actually 35 minutes left of Blondie yapping. So we'll get on with it. Okay, so Katrina Burke-Gillis. Hi, Bree. I'd love some guidance around my spiritual work and new healing sanctuary being rebuilt. That's awesome. I love hearing that there's new healers around, that there's just healers everywhere. There's healers. Like eventually we're gonna outdo the medical side of things. I think that everything should just be, if everything was holistic, there was no medication or anything like that, the world would be a much better place. So this is where I think your passion kind of grows. This is where your roots kind of spread. You know what I mean? You are going to be very successful, and I feel that there's going to be a lot of jealousy around you because of the fact that there's a lot of fake people, and you are a true blue healer. You know what I mean? You have the ability to change lives, and a lot of people envy that because they want to be able to have that power, not to be able to help people. Does that make sense? So yeah, I hope this helps. When it comes to your spiritual work, start looking into your life path, your master number, and all that kind of numerology, astrology, all that kind of stuff, because it really does help as well. I'm not sure if I feel like you've got Moldavite, but not as something that you own. It's something that you could sell. I feel like you need to get a piece that you own, because let me tell you, it changes lives. That stone is amazing for spiritual work, grounding, spiritual acceleration, connecting you to higher self, connecting you back to the source. It is a phenomenal stone. Like, I've had this now for 6 months, and it has done so much. It has brought me so far, and I really think that it will help you as well. When it comes to your sanctuary being rebuilt, yes, but it's probably going to take a little bit of time before you actually get a chance to have it properly rebuilt. But I think there's going to be an alternative solution for you. So just keep your eyes open for that, darling. Hope that helps. Natalie Bentley, good morning, good evening. Yes, we did. Okay. Trish Pollock. Hey, Bree. A high school friend of mine has come back into my life. Where will this go? If this is an ex, do not even bother. Don't waste your time. Do not waste your time, because, people don't often like to grow unless they take acknowledgement for what they've done. Not saying this person's done anything bad, but just people in general don't like to ever take acknowledgement for what they've done. Therefore, they're usually still the same as what they were 15 years ago when you see them last. Makes sense? If his friend is the opposite sex, and if his friend is someone of interest, and if his friend has been someone of interest before and it didn't work, this friend is not going to work out. This friend has to go. Okay, I'm not trying to be negative, Nancy. I'm going to be honest, because I do not want to see anything that I say out to people is going to lead them in the wrong direction where they're going to get hurt. So yeah, I think that you need to just be friendly if you want. Sure, see where it goes, but yeah, I could be wrong. It has happened before. Just yeah, you kind of have to use your own gut on that one, I think. Marie Harding, can you read my aura, please? Green and blue. Your aura being green and blue, I feel that it's actually a little bit on the dull and a little bit murky side, which represents the fact that, you know, because of the heartache and the things that you've been through in your life, your heart chakra can close off. Your heart chakra can close off, which can make you seem sometimes a little bit, you know, when you get angry, self-centered. I mean, I'm exactly the same sometimes. It's not anything I'm judging you on at all. Please don't think that. But when your aura is dim or dull or it has a murky color to it, it's literally because of the fact that it's closing. It's not active and balanced. If it is active and balanced, it'll be a nice neutral green and a nice good neutral blue. However, the blue that I'm seeing with you has a lot to do with your crown chakra and your throat chakra as well. I know that your crown chakra is different color to your throat chakra, but I do know that the three of them are actually interconnected. So your throat chakra has a lot to do with the fact that you feel that you can't get your words out without getting misunderstood. It's almost like you feel that you can't speak your mind or speak your truth or something to do with that aspect. So that's why I feel like it is a little bit on the dull side. But I do feel that there is a very intuitive side to you, which is another purple color that I'm actually picking up on, which is actually the third eye chakra. And I feel that with the purple one, you do notice a lot of these things. You do see so much, but you just don't. You've got a lot going on in your subconscious mind. And when you start to bring everything to the conscious mind from the subconscious mind, it'll start to make a lot more sense. But I've got dim green and dim blue for you, sweetie, and balanced purple. So your intuition's there, your third eye chakra's there and balanced, but because of emotions and circumstances in the past, that's what's doing the blocks here. Have yourselves love. Is my grandson okay in spirit? He was killed in 2020. Absolutely. Yeah, he is. Look, let me tell you something. Heaven, or the other side, is a very loving, beautiful place, and it is honestly something that the spirit. When I talk to spirit, and I've got people coming through for people that I'm reading for, I always get the feeling of how beautiful and warm it is over there because they tell me. I can feel it. I can sense it. It's like opening a portal to another dimension and talking to them through that portal, if that makes sense. I can see where they are. I can see, you know, who's with them. I can feel the warmth coming through. It is a very safe, gorgeous place. So you will reunite. Promise. I hope this helps. Maria Harding, spot on. Could you be a bit more specific? I like the juicy details. Juicy goss. Thank you for that. Regan, good evening. Hope all is well. Very well. How are you, Bree? Hope you are well, gorgeous. I am. I'm actually looking forward to not tomorrow night, but the night after, because I'm dragging my partner at 2:00 in the morning, Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, out to a place in Katoomba or Wentworth Falls, and it's very, very haunted. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm very excited to that, and it's going to be quite entertaining because he doesn't like ghosts very much, and he's with him, so this will be funny. So tune in on Saturday night. But yeah, we're doing quite well. I'm doing quite well. Thank you, Regan. That was the highlight of my week, arranging to do that. Kelly Layton, a friend of mine took that. Wow, suddenly yesterday. His 1 year anniversary is next month. Would love to know if he's okay. He's always okay. Absolutely, he's always okay. I feel that he's not around you 24/7 like a lot of your loved ones actually are, because he's got, you know, I feel that there's things that he obviously does over there, but he's always there when you think of him. It's literally, so how spirits communicate is telepathy. That is why telepathy is real, and that's why it exists. So when I hear things, that's technically telepathy. It's my clairaudience. So that's a non-verbal communication on another level of consciousness, so to speak. So when you just think of him, he'll be there. It's almost like you can hear his voice in a slight echo in the background, especially near the bathroom. What's significant around the bathroom? I feel like that the bathroom where, you know, it's like it either happened in the house that you're living in, or it happened in the house that you are involved with, but or it happened in the bathroom. That's what I'm being shown. So it's like one of those three options. But he's okay. He's okay, 100%. I'm picking up on also like a soccer medal, like a medal. Like, did he used to play soccer? Did he used to play like a sport? Because I'm picking up on trophies, like, you know, medallions and everything like that. So please let me know. But he's always with you in spirit. Sounds fun. It'll be live, and it's gonna be, yeah, it will be very funny. It will be funny. Scary but funny. Okay, Michelle Kidd. Hi, is my father okay? My dad passed over 10 years ago. Oh, he is ruling the spiritual world. I honestly feel that he's actually, I feel that have you got a son or a child? Because I feel like he's actually the ancestor or the spirit guide of one of your children. Your dad is so wise beyond his years. He is like the spirit world's like his stomping ground. Of course he's okay. He's got such a strong personality, and it's like you can feel him coming from a mile away. Do you know what I mean? So he's there, and it's like his personality hasn't changed. Nothing has dulled down. Nothing has changed with him, and I feel that he's still as strong and as his voice still has that sound to it. Or it couldn't if you've got some intimidation issues, it could make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. But that's just how strong his energy is. So he wouldn't be like in a past life. He would have been someone quite phenomenal. I think quite powerful, and I feel that he's definitely watching over your little ones and yourself. But I'll leave that there. Oh, thank you. Bree, can I ask about love, please? Beverly French. Sure. What's your question, love? Richard, if you can keep an eye on Beverly. Beverly's not sweet, and then he'll bring you back up before I get off the live. Okay, Marissa Serafino. Which one of my abilities is the strongest? I'm overdoing cards for right now. Well, first of all, reading your own cards is not exactly the easiest thing to do. So that is what I've got to say on that matter. For you, it's definitely the inner knowing and the inner here and the clairaudience. I do feel that you're quite clairvoyant as well, but not as much as you know. It's just the inner sense of knowing. You don't know how you know, but you know and you don't know how. You know. So it's definitely the claircognizance here and the clairalliance and somewhat clairvoyance, but you can actually fine tune those and improve on them. As I said, I do mentoring. I'm actually able to help you do that. So let me know. Oh, thank you so much. He was a plumber and he loved his football back in the day. Okay, cool, awesome. That's what I was getting at. So is football over there considered soccer over here? Because so it was actually right. Okay, so yeah, I gotcha. Football back. So yeah, never mind. I understand now. My brain's just catching up. There with me. Yeah. Well, over here, football is actually like running and things that are over here in Australia. That's how they play football anyway. League or something. Moving on. Maria Ellen Hammond, interesting. Can you see my aura, please? Lovely. I've got orange for you. That's the first one I've got for you is orange, and I feel that that's got a lot to do with your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. So your solar plexus is more like an orange, and your sacral is more like a yellow. Those are the two that are coming up quite vibrant for you right now, and I feel that that's got a lot to do with emotional regulation. So when we're feeling sick because we're that emotional, it's our solar plexus chakras that are actually blocked when that happens. Because the emotion's so intense that it's like, oh, I can't deal with this right now. I do feel that it's kind of, it's in between the lighter stages of the murky and the brighter stages. So you've worked through a lot of emotional trauma and a lot of emotional stress in order to unblock those chakras, or that chakra in particular. But I feel that your solar plexus is something that's more of a problem because I feel that your sacral, the one I wasn't just talking about before, is more of a problem because it's something that you can't actually unblock on your own, because I feel like there's a mental subconscious thing there that's stopping you from doing that due to memories that could come up that you've deliberately forgotten. So let me know about that, but I do feel that everything's just going to be balanced. I'm also an energy healer. I can help you balance those and clear things up for you there as well. But you've definitely got yellow and orange. Reagan. Hi, Bree. I was wondering, do you have any advice coming through around love and relationships? Is there something I'm missing or not sure of? Please and thank you. Look, when it comes to relationships, okay, I'm going to become the marriage counselor here. When it comes to relationships, communication, as you know, is the most important thing. People can choose to comprehend and still not want to listen to what you're saying, and people can comprehend and just not. It just depends. Like, I don't feel that there's equal respect between you and your partner. I don't feel that there's a lot to do with, when it comes to the two of you, there's in one ear and out the other. You could explain your entire day, why you're emotional, what's happened, the the fish attacked the cat, for example, and you'd be trying to explain that to him, and he'll be like, yeah, whatever, and not listening. But then he'll be like, what's wrong? It's like, I just explained what happened, and I feel like that's where you're feeling very unheard. You're feeling very shut off. Do you know what I mean? There's no communication there, and one of you do try, and the other one just doesn't reciprocate it. I think that it's got a lot to do with comfortability as well. So serious conversations do need to be held here, Regan. I'm sorry to say, but you're not missing anything. You are very, very on the ball and very spot on and quite intuitive. So trust yourself, and yeah, don't let people pull the wool over your eyes. That's all I can say. Marissa Serafino, yes, exactly. I don't know how. I just know I will message you for the mentoring. Thanks, Bree. My abilities heightened since a traumatic event lately, and I see things and more feel their presence. And that's exactly how I got my abilities as well. So, when you have a traumatic experience, like you die or you stop breathing or you have a car accident and you have a close call, that's what's going to heighten your abilities. And, it's if you have these heightened abilities, any children that you have after the abilities have been heightened, they're actually going to be given your gift as well. But I'll be happy to help you. I love being a mentor. I can actually see how quickly my little flower seeds grow and blossom and sprout, spread their wings and fly. All right, next one. Faye Cronin, can you pick up on anything career-wise? Thank you. I feel that you're applying for jobs that you know you're not going to get, because it's almost like you're hoping that someone's going to give you that chance, or you're hoping that you're just going to get that call and it's going to be a fluke. I feel that you need to do something that you're going to be more comfortable with, because I feel like you've been applying for jobs that are way too out of your reach. And if you were to get a call back and you got the job, it would be too stressful for you. And not that you couldn't do it. I do believe that you can 100%. But I feel that you're very much like me in that aspect of not being able to deal with stress or pressure very well. So when you're under ball points of pressure and you're not being in that encouraging environment, you can make you have a bit of a big meltdown. So when it comes to that, I feel that you need to just stop looking in that area and do something that you know that you can do. Even if you find it boring, you know that you can do it and you're not going to be overfacing yourself down. Hope that helps. Maria Allen, thank you, lovely. Welcome, thank you. Regan, yes, I completely agree. I do understand what you're saying. Yes, that's so true. And what I try to say to him all the time, I wonder if I'm allowing outside influences to confuse things also for me. Not allowing outside influences. The guy is a piece of work. I'll put it that way. I want to not say what I was going to say on here because we're on public live, but yeah, you can get the gist of what I want to say. You need to stop giving him excuses in hopes that he's going to change his mind and just come back to you at the last minute, because it's not going to happen. Not that you're going to break up, but I just feel that you need to, be straightforward and do something, because it's just going to keep happening otherwise. Love you. Oh, thanks, Bree. Beverly, oh, thanks, Bree. Well, I meet my Mrs. Special before my surgery. It'll cut it close. I'll be honest with you, Bev, it will cut it very, very close. I can't give you a yes and I can't give you a no, but it would not surprise me if you did just beforehand. So. Madeline, in my dreams last night, I heard a male voice talking to my right ear. I was surprised that this voice was really distinct from my own. I was so absorbed by the voice's qualities. I don't recall any other content happened for the first time. Any ideas in regards to my clairaudience developing? That is your clairaudience developing, yes, but that is also your inner voice. That is your higher self as well. I've just experienced a similar thing where it's like I can hear like a female's voice that's very distinctive of my own, but it's, do you know what I mean? So I feel that there is a lot happening for you. There has been a lot of DNA upgrades happening, a lot of ascension upgrades, a lot of just ascension in general. And I feel that when that happens, we get fine-tuned, our abilities get tweaked, we get, scrubbed up, and, we're going for a service, essentially, like a psychic service. Imagine a car going in for a service and mechanics. So I feel that's definitely where it is, and that's really good that you've actually had that. I feel like this is where your passion or your uh, interest or your drive is going to start. So that's love. Okay, Dixie Keen. Good evening. It's 10:24 p.m. here in Wellington, New Zealand. I'm learning to read to read normal cards. Do you think I'll have what it takes? Absolutely, absolutely. Like just honestly, that question right there. It's like no, backspace, delete. That you're putting yourself limitations there. You're putting limitations over your own head. Of course you can. If I can do it, I was not someone who succeeded at school academically or anything like that. I was never good at anything, and you just if I can do it, you can do it 100%. If you need help, I can mentor you and teach you how to listen to your inner voice, but I don't think you need them. But tarot cards and cards in general are actually really good for learning how to listen to that voice. You know what I mean? So I feel that I can really help you, but 100% you got what it takes. Definitely. Like even if you read them intuitively and this doesn't match up to what the book says, it's still going to be correct because it's your intuition. So either it doesn't matter what way it's going to cut it, slice it, and dice it. It's only possibilities. So I'll leave. So Catherine Sylvie, can I ask what does my aura tell you about me at the moment? Your aura tells me about you that you're very lost in finding who you are. That you're very it's not that you want a sense of belonging, you're very independent and you can't stand being around people for too long. It drains you. But I feel that there's not a sense of needing to be praised. Like I mean everybody has that, has that trait. It's just part of being told that you're doing the right thing. It's like doing all my validations. I do feel that there is you putting on a facade or a mask, and that's not truly who you are. That's what I'm picking up with you, and I feel that it's not you being fake at all. It's just your in the midst of transformation. You're not too sure who you're going to be, but you're not who you used to be. So it's kind of like a bit of an awkward ugly duckling stage for you spiritually in a way. So it's like you're finding your feet. You will find your way, but you need to there's a couple of toxic people around you that I think you need to step back from because they're not doing the best for you, and I feel that they kind of encourage this facade, if that makes sense. And I'm not ever trying to come across nastily, sweetheart. I come from a very loving place. Okay, but you asked, so I'm just going to give you the answer. Thanks, bunches. Bree, makes sense. You're welcome. You're welcome. I can't wait to hear all about it in the next session. Beverly, thank you so much for that, Bree. You're very welcome. Anything I can do to help. Okay, Amanda, a pencil, an aura reading would be great, thanks. Okay, I see a red for you, and I also see a yellow as well. So that would represent your sacral chakra and your root chakra. And I feel that with you, your root chakra may have had some blockages throughout your life, which means that you haven't had much of a good relationship with money. You've been like not insecure, but anxious, nervous. You've been a nervous person, and I feel that once that gets unblocked and you start to figure out where in your life that is causing the unbalance, that's where everything's just it's a center of energy, essentially, your chakras. So with your red one being your root chakra, I feel that there has been some blocks, but I feel like you've recently just worked past those or you're working past those. I do feel that there is anger issues there as well, which means I'm very impatient. I can't, I went to the nail salon today and I couldn't sit in there for more than 10 minutes because I wasn't seen to. I got up and walked out. No patience there whatsoever. So I can understand what you're going through, but it's, you got to at least try. You got to at least try. So the red also represents lack of patience as well. So you can look at aura readings in many different ways. You can see it from the centers of energy, which is your chakras, and what's radiating there and what is unblocked and even imbalanced or whatever, or there's actually, what they're associated with, which they actually kind of do link up anyway. So I hope this helps. Um, Mark Davenport, anything for me, very spiritual. What would you like to know? I'm an open book. I'm an open book. But you're asking me to read the encyclopedia in 30 seconds if you're kind of giving me that vague question, if you know what I mean. So just give me, a basic question. Next one. No. Shiloh Mangi, I would like to know what direction I'm supposed to be in. I'm lost at the moment. Okay, so a lot of people are feeling like that at the moment, and I feel like it's because of the fact that we're jumping timelines at the moment. A lot of the, with past, present, and future kind of coming into the one. That's kind of where it starts for you, I think, because it's kind of made you question the feelings that you have in this reality here and now. So it's kind of like you're feeling lost. You don't know what to do. It's because you're used to being given direction and you're used to taking direction. And I'm exactly the same. It's like, okay, so I put one foot in front of the other and then I actually get moving somewhere. I can walk. Okay, Bree, all good. We'll get in there. So I'm very much the same boat as you. I feel that when it comes to that, you need to just trust your intuition. You're going through I think what's called disillusionment stage, which means that you're, and this is going to happen multiple times on your journey. Multiple times. You're going to come, you're going to come to a point where you're not getting the answers that you want or you're not getting the answers that you need. And it's just, you stop asking questions and you lose interest, but then you can come back to it. It's always going to come back. It's always going to come back. As the saying goes, you do return to the source. You're going to return to the spiritual side of things. Allow that to happen. We all go through this stage. It does not mean that you're not doing the right thing. You're where you're meant to be. You are not lost. You might feel like you are, but you're not. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Okay. I feel that you're very influential. I feel that you've actually got a little, I feel like you've got someone that looks up to you very much. You're a role model for somebody in particular, and I feel that this person is a very old soul as well, and I feel that you'll find they're quite probably a lot more spiritual than you realize. If this makes sense, I hope it does. If not, well, that's too bad on me. Best of luck, doll. Yes, I just heard a big yes then. I just heard a big yes. If you feel that you are, 100%. Just before I even read the entire question, I just heard yes. And I felt yes. Yes. So yes. How I recommend you tapping into that is this is where you need to keep a high vibration. And people will mistake it for running a marathon or being, having to do the certain things. It's just literally raising your vibration, changing your mood, changing your, your center of consciousness. Does that make sense? So when you're in a bad mindset and a bad frequency, you're going to attract things that are going to attach and latch on, because they are wanting to just move on. They're stuck in limbo. But if you keep a high frequency, this is where it's really, really important. You've got to hold that frequency. It's especially for mediums and healers and everything like that. We've got to hold that frequency so that we can get done what we need to get done without any disturbances, without having our auras kind of, sucked the life out of by little vampire people that can't. Do you know what I mean? You've actually got to, start looking into getting some training if you want, or at least just use your intuition. But if you need to get, I recommend start doing some readings for people online, and start building up a validations folder. And that way you've got feedback. The most important thing is a feedback file. So if you need help, I can help you get there, as well. So you're not alone. You're not going crazy. No need to sign yourself into a mental institution where this is completely normal. Completely normal. Hearing voices, feeling things, seeing things, it's all part of it. Yes, thank you. I'm very spiritual, but I just felt like there was a halt in the moment of things, and it has thrown me off. It means that whatever you're doing in your life, the universe is trying to tell you that it's not for you. Whenever the universe is going to throw obstacles in the way and plans keep getting cancelled, things happen, that happen. It's got a lot to do with the fact that you're trying to be redirected in the direction that you're taking. That's exactly what it means. So maybe have a look at what you're doing, not so much a spiritual journey, but what you're doing, and that could be why you're feeling stuck. Because I feel like it could come back and relate to the core. Hope this helps, darling. Okay, thanks, hon. You're very welcome. Okay, Rose Mahon or Man. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna call you Rose. Would love a spirit message, please. I've had a bad time in the last couple of months. I think that when people ask me this, it's literally just reassurance that you're gonna be okay. It doesn't have to be a message from spirit. I can tell you right now that you're gonna be fine. Okay, like it's something that you need to work through, and it's part of your emotional and spiritual growth. And remember the other week when I was talking about an octopus where, you know, the leg got cut off, each leg has a different brain of its own, and you're having all these different experiences. It's literally part of that. It's all part of gaining experience, gaining information. Unfortunately, this is just what has to happen. Unfortunately, we can't just live a happy life. I wish we could. White picket fence life. We haven't quite got to enlightenment stage yet. When we do get to that point, it'll you know, when you start to get to that, it'll be a lot more white picket fence life. But I feel that there's something in your expectations there that I feel like you're expecting too much. It's almost like you expect the white picket fence life when you know it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You're going to be fine though. You're strong. I can really pick that up in your energy. Amanda, that describes me perfectly. So spot on. Patience, yes, needed as well. Are you an Aries? If not, then you're just a hothead or a firehead like myself. We should call our name should be Hades more than anything. Anyway, moving on. Thank you for that, Amanda. Kelly Devlin, can I have a reading if possible? Thanks. You can. I'll pull out my Psychic Tarot cards. These are cool. Love these ones. Oh, I can't wait to actually get to know my Illuminati ones. That, like, they're not actually Illuminati from the Illuminati. They're just, yeah, the word is it's misguided. It's misleading, but they're really good cards. So when I get to learn them properly, I'll bring them up on my next show. Kelly, the first card I got for you here is Wisdom. You're very wise, and it's almost like you have high functioning anxiety because of the abilities that you attain and because of the knowledge that you also have as well within you. That's very normal, especially for an old soul. Very, very normal for an old soul. Okay. I will pull a few more cards and see what they say. All right. So your next card, if I can pick it up on the ground, is the waiting game. Patience is a virtue with this, and I feel like that's, you know, I don't know why, but a lot of people can't be very patient. I've never met someone who's got good patience. The waiting game is where you're going to have to learn some of this. I know you want to get it sorted out. I feel like there's an issue going on and you just want answers to it, so you've gone and confronted it, hoping that it was going to get resolved there, and then it didn't. It's another waiting game, okay? So I'll pull two more, and then I want to move on, okay? Because I've only got 5 minutes left. So you've got emotional loss here as your next card. As I just said, there's something going on in your life, all right? That needs to be dealt with, all right? Which brings you to the disruption. And your final card is movement, choices, and decisions. You're not going to get anywhere unless you actually make an active decision to get out of the situation that you're in right now. And no one's going to change it for you because people just don't do that sort of stuff. You need to do it for you. You're like, there's never going to be a time where people are going to come and save you, unfortunately. You got to do it yourself. And when it comes to that, it's got accepting it and not ignoring your emotions either. Like, let it willow to the surface. Sit with it. Acknowledge it. I'm pissed off because of this, or I'm upset because of this. I'm angry because of this. Scream into a pillow. Whatever you got to do. But then, when you don't fester on it, allow yourself to just let it go. You need to give yourself that love and permission to at least do that. I hope this helps some. Natalie Bentley, can I have an aura reading, please? I've got blue for you. That's the first thing I've got for you is blue. So the blue is definitely something that is got to do with the voice, vocalizing. And I feel like it's got a lot to do with your crown chakra. You've got a lot of information that comes through. You've got a lot of information that you get told. You've got a very good connection to the source. And I feel that when it comes to you not wanting to upset people, that's what holds you back. Straight up, that is what holds you back, because you don't want to try and tiptoe and dance. Just sometimes the best thing to do is no, sorry, I'm busy, or I can't. I've got to tie my shoelaces later on this afternoon. I can't take you to go shopping, or whatever the reason. Just give yourself a break a little bit, okay? So as I said, the throat chakra, as I was talking about that, the throat chakra came up, which is what your aura reading is, blue. But 3 minutes left, so I'm going to probably start winding it up and wrapping it up so that you guys can get the next reader on. But yeah, we'll probably just go through another couple of comments, Richard, if that's okay, for the next 120 seconds and counting. Hello, Julie Bez. Will I be doing what you do, please? That made me that made my soul smile. And yes, I do believe you have every yes, you got everything behind you to do that. I'm not anyone special. I'm a human being that's here to help mankind in the shift of their vibrational frequency and consciousness. Okay, so yes, of course you can do what I can do. You can learn what I can do. You can pick up on what I can do. Okay, 100% you can. You just got to work for it. Practice. I'd love to do that, Richard. Kate Mahoney, hi Bree, I always sense the spirit. Would you say I have a gift? Yeah, absolutely. We are all psychic. We are all psychic. We all have our six senses. God has given us our clear seeing, clear smelling, clear tasting, everything. The same as our physical senses, we've got them in for the other realms as well. Yes, you do have a gift. And I feel that when it comes to the gift of mediumship, 100%, 100%. You are such a beautiful old soul. And it's like when it comes to people that have this kind of energy, and it comes with a lot of mediums, it's what draws spirit in to actually want to communicate through you. Because a lot of people that are mediums don't have that, have a lot of, some mediums don't have a very welcoming energy or very welcoming vibe, which can deter spirits. It can actually deter people from wanting to come through. And I feel that if you were to tune into your abilities, oh my goodness, woman, you would be unstoppable. And I want to see that for you. So you've got to stick to it now, okay? Promise me that. Yes, Bree, thank you so much. You're very welcome, Kate. Thank you, SPTV, as always. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me on your show tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Sharon McGregor, I love listening to your readings again, Bree. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Jump over to my business page on Facebook if you want, and I go live a couple of times a week, sometimes randomly. But yeah, I'm going on a ghost hunt with Harley in 2 nights' time. So if you want to catch that, it'll be fun. But I'm going to catch you on the flip side and have to say goodbye. Bye, guys. Love you all.
Join Sam O'Neill tomorrow from 1 p.m. for an afternoon of spiritual guidance and free rune readings. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m.,